can sometimes be quite hard to stay in your bubble, your protection of your mind that you feel so safe in, the one that you work on, you evolve, you shift, you grow, you learn, and you try to affirm and manifest everything positive to you. Occasionally you get shifted into that conditioned mind state where you allow the actions, the reactions, the behaviours, the suggestions, the opinions, the feedback of others to affect you and to make you reactive. And something that's been brought to my attention today is that you can be reactive or you can be creative in a moment. The word is actually exactly the same, reactive and creative. It's just that the C has been shifted. And when you're reactive, you're acting on past, previous experiences of things that have happened, and you're just reacting in a certain way. But when you're creative, you create a new suggestion, a new affirmation, a new behaviour, a new response within that moment because you are truly present. And it's being in that present moment to make a creative change, a creative suggestion, a creative behaviour based on the still point of now, what you are now, the evolved version of you, and not allowing the conditioned mind to kind of get hold of you and tell you a certain way to go. So to not believe your thoughts in a way, to trust your feelings and your instincts and what it is that you've evolved to be your higher you, the highest version of yourself, the one that you're proud to be evolving towards. It's all about management, and in this Western world you can quite easily be taken out of it, even when you're on a roll and you're seemingly on a high and the feedback that you're getting is great and you're evolving and changing and shifting fast. It only takes one suggestion, one little doubt in your mind to create the snowball effect of like an avalanche, and the self-esteem, self-worth, and that doubt starts creeping in and everything goes downhill a little bit. So it takes maintenance, it takes focus, recognition of emotions. I've talked about this before, about the way that we are in the planet at the minute and the alignment of the moon, the sun, the stars, all sacred geometry aligns with it, and the way that our world is at the moment with this pandemic is that there's a lot of energies that we're susceptible to as an energy being, and subconsciously they are affecting us and our balance, our water system, our internal regulators, and it shifts us and can create an effect. And it's up to us to manage that, be aware of it, allow ourselves to be human and respond sometimes in a reactive way. But then, we don't park there. We kind of move forward, evolve, change, think differently, catch ourselves in that moment and shift forward through it and make a different response and get back in line, back on track, feeling yourself again, back within that bubble where you feel your higher self and you're very aware and you're in the now and you're creative again. Our world can be very colourful or it can be very dull depending on the thoughts that you choose to have in your mind at any one given moment. So I always try to choose colourful thoughts. I always try to respond with love and compassion and kindness. Be careful with how I say things and how I am around other people. But sometimes others don't measure themselves like that. And that's fine, that's their path, their journey. But for you, you have to keep staying on that high vibrational frequency. You have to shine bright, because in nature, when you shine bright, others are allowed to shine bright with you. When a flower is in bloom, you look, and each individual flower is just as beautiful as the one next to it, and you don't disregard one for the other. They're all equally beautiful, and they're all equally unique, and you'd find specific unique points within all of them. So be a unique, brilliant self, shine bright. In fact, when people tell you to dim yourself down, shine even brighter. I think that's the key. Take care, be powerful, be strong.